yourself.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Very Dead Gaming. I'm Very Dead, and I'm playing some Elite Dangerous this morning. Doing more of my trade rank. Today I'm trying a different tactic. Just we're hitting a few different things. So today trying to do some missions off the mission board. So what I'm doing is, hang on a second. I gotta try and escape this guy. Come on. Come on. Usually I just throttle back, but I don't have any shields. Well, I'm gonna throttle back. I got to. I can't get away. There you go. See if I can get away before they destroy me. Coming after me again, those rat dogs. Let's see, I'm never gonna frickin' make it. so freaking annoying. Time to put some shields on, I think. Because I'm getting into that interdiction trap where I just keep getting interdicted over and over again. Yep, there he is. Okay.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Hello. Hello.
Hey there, how are you?
Do you can hear
I can hear you.
my voice? Okay. My voice? I'm Japanese.
Oh,
Establish docking procedures and request access before you approach the port.
Where are you from?
United States, Arizona.
Oh. United States?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, welcome to the show.
Access granted. Set down a landing
Sorry.
pad below 7.
Please wait just a minute. Do you like Japan?
Sure. I think Japan is cool.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome. I've never been to Japan. That's one of the places I would love to visit.
That's true?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
I like United States too.
Well, I appreciate that, but we have our share of problems right now. But thank you.
My accent is strange. Do you think my accent is strange?
No, I don't think it's strange. I think you speak pretty good English. Better than my Japanese, I'm sure.
Thank you. Wait.
Do you play Elite Dangerous?
Hi. ダメだ。どっか行ってるよ。Hi. Hi.
Hi there.
Touchdown confirmed. Clear to disembark.
All right, so I made it to my first destination finally, and I'm going to deliver these missions and see how it goes. Just trying to build rank at this system.
Hey. Do you know anime?
I do not.
And what work do you do?
I live stream. This is what I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
how old is you? How old are you?
I am old. Take a guess. Are you watching my live stream right now or no?
One more time. Once again, please.
Are you watching Twitch?
Twitch. I'm 16.
What the? I mean,
I
are
don't
you
know what do you mean. What do you mean?
are you watching my my live stream right now? Do you play Elite Dangerous?
Dangerous?
The game Elite Dangerous. That's what I'm playing right now.
Game. Okay, game. 待って、これ食いて。
All right. Back to the stream, guys. Okay. What I'm looking at is trying to build up my rep. So let me see what my next. I just dropped off one mission. We're gonna go do the next one. Take a look. Oh, go. Here it is. Okay, so I delivered the first. Now I got some data delivery missions. I've also got. There's one more. Here it is. 30 basic medicines. Where is this plate? Go here next. Progress. All right, time to hit it. Sure, we're all. Let's see if they have shield generator. We'll live dangerously. We'll try it.
Detach confirmed. You may depart when ready.
Okay, so on to the next stop. Okay, look here. Right, so.
You are now beyond the port perimeter. Take care out there, Commander.
All right, so the next stop, and basically all I'm doing is I'm just building up my faction rank right now so that I can see if I can get some better missions, and hopefully I will be able to. and then I'm going to do some couple of data delivery missions, and then I'm going to do some source and return thing. And most of them, the missions I was taking would give me some decent rank with the factions. The profit's not that high at the moment, but that's the way it works. Whenever you go to a new system, you have to get aligned with that faction. Beacon. So what I really need to do is re-equip the ship so I can scan this system. And this type of thing where you're ranking up you're getting your faction rank up, this is not the most exciting. I mean, you're doing a lot of missions. You don't make a ton of money. And that's where there is kind of a delayed gratification, I guess, to this type of mission run. But I guess it's okay. I mean, one of the things that happens though is you're able to increase your faction rank. So then when you get back to that system, the payouts are going to be higher, and you get better mission. So I'm just again just continuing on what I've been doing the last few times I've played, which is working up my trade rank. Right now I'm at 13%. I haven't played in a couple of days. So just doing some cargo hauling basically. And there we go. A little too fast coming in. There we go. Sometimes you really have to bring it down. Came in a little bit too hot there. There, so just over the horizon. So we'll just up that pace just a little bit.
Orbital flight engaged.
Nice. All right, so course corrected that, avoided disaster because that's how I usually roll. This is another delivery of some cargo. Pretty light, low gravity.
Papa Alpha Tango. This is Federal Flight Control. Request docking if you wish to land at this terrestrial facility. Landing permission granted. Cleared to land on pad 07.
Watch this thing drift. Oh, I'm back.
Terrain alert. Climb immediately.
Go. Holy cow, did we go zooming off. Sometimes when I come in, I forget that this ship will drift about a half a mile all on its own. There it is.
Descend to flight level 50.
Made it. Didn't hit the ground.
Contact. Secured.
Didn't take any damage. Alright, so we'll go to the mission board. I'm just going to turn this guy in. Again, it's a very low profit mission. This is part of the grindy part of doing trade missions. A reputation there, because again we're just trying to get rep. Alright, I think that's the only mission I have to turn in, and let's see if they have anything going back to fight in. just like quick check. Because that's where I'm heading back to. I'm done. And that would be too easy. So, alright, so quick check the navigation board. This is a quick way to see what my next destination is. Hopefully it'll show up. There it is. Well, Biden. So I've got a couple of others that I have to go to. So let's go to transactions. And I saved these boom data delivery missions. I have 3 of them. Oh, and secure. This one's going to Billa, King Barracks. And that one's going to the same system, different station. And that's King Barracks. Okay, so I've got 2 to each, so that sounds pretty good. So we're going to take this guy, open the galaxy map, and we'll open system. Go. One's down on a planet. King Barracks. That's where we'll head first, and then we'll go further out. State. All right. Time to hit it. Keeping a really tight schedule here. We got data to deliver, cargo to deliver, and we have some. Then we have to go source a bunch of materials to return, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that.
Attach complete. Expedite climb to exit altitude.
Gotta get a little altitude because this will put me just over the horizon for Super Cruise. So I'm gonna get a little bit of altitude here. That's always important. Be right back. Alright, time to hit it. Now I'm not carrying any cargo, so I shouldn't be being bothered by any NPCs anymore. Hopefully. Where I need to be. And I'm not too concerned with the updates because I'm just getting reputation. So, and it's usually a credit reward where they upgrade the amount of money you make. I don't care about that at the moment. And it usually takes more time than it's worth, or like this is they want you to deliver the missions more quickly, and I mean I can only get there as fast as I can get there. So I'm flying the, this is my cutter. I got that midnight black paint job on it. It's a decent looking ship. And the cockpit on this, where you fly, it's right at the front here. So that, and you're at the top, but the ship is pretty flat. Anyways, get back to what we're doing here. Don't want to overfly the planet I'm looking for. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm. If you look, I'm pretty close to elite, so 13% Tycoon. But you know, the progress is a bit slower. Like you can do straight commodities trading and not doing any missions. But what I want to just mix it up because that can get pretty dry as far as gameplay goes. You're just, you know, point A to point B. Welcome back, Matt. Nice to see you.
Orbital flight engaged.
But what does take long, and it doesn't really matter what ship you're in, it's the reputation grind you have to go through at every new system. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Just taking a lot of the missions that have high reputation, but not really a good payout. My glide path really wasn't that good on this one, so I'm going to be a bit far away. Not too bad.
Gudamaya, Papa Alpha Tango. This is Federal Flight Control. Stow your weapons as you approach this station, Commander. Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 08.
I think it's one of these. There we go.
Continue descent. Approach is good.
There's a ship nearby. I'm gonna hit him.
Touchdown.
Still haven't quite mastered the touch on this one. It's a difficult ship to fly. Just the drift on it. You cannot be impatient when you're flying this ship. And especially if you're flying it without shields, as I'm doing right now. Because it really is very sensitive to damage. So for refuel, I'm gonna.
Welcome to our port, Commander.
I'll deliver these data missions, and then we have to go to another port, but drop off the other two, and then I'll make my way. I have to go to a couple of different stations. Let me see. We've got reputation. Good deal. A rep. All right, and again, what I do is I just check. I'm going to be heading over to Diagondry, but and this place actually looks like it's got some better boom time delivery stuff than the system I'm in. So maybe I will come back here. Nothing paying too terribly high, unfortunately. Now I'm heading to Diagondry. If this Ray, let's see, not Ray Gateway, that's the problem. That's where I'm heading. So, nothing really worth taking. Alright, so the next destination in this system is we're looking for... Why am I not seeing it? King Barrack. All right, next destination, here we come. Just the reason that I'm doing the trade rank, I never really bothered actively trying to achieve the rank of elite, and I made it pretty close to Tycoon without, you know, it took me about 4 years of playing. But Frontiers, they're changing up how the mission boards spawn. They're gonna make persistent mission boards, I guess, so you can't board flip anymore to get better missions.
You are clear of the port. Stay safe, Commander.
And I think that's gonna dramatically slow things down. As far as achieving rank, and since I'm as close as I am, I figured, what the heck, before they change things up, I may as well go ahead and just finish it off. On the other hand, there's really no, they're not doing anything at all toward regular commodities missions. They're not changing the way those work. So, you know, you look at, you know, it's, you know, buy low, sell high, and but it just seems like it's going to make the missions a lot less lucrative. Unless they boost the payouts, which I don't think is going to happen, because typically the only directions the payouts have ever gone is down. And then the next thing is the combat rank. I'm so close to elite in that as well, and I'm really thinking maybe maybe I'll finish that off as well, and go for the triple elite. I've never really put much effort into it. Just you know, I've just played and played and played and played, and things just tend to progress on their own. I did, on the other hand, work toward getting the naval rank, the Federal Navy rank, and the Empire. Just because I wanted to get the nicer, bigger ships, the ones that were kind of that are protected behind naval rank. That would be this one, the Cutter, the Clipper, the Empire ships, and then the Corvette and Federal Assault Ship and such. But I'm, I don't know, I am looking forward to seeing what they do when they do update the mission board. Hopefully they'll load faster, because that's one of the most annoying things about the mission board is when it's, you know, it kind of sits and spins while you're, you know, waiting for it to load. Sometimes it can spin for 30 seconds at a time, and it just, that's one of those minor quality of life things in the game that drives you nuts. Because I remember the boards never, mission boards never used to be that slow. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, you should be able to filter out missions. And, you know, when you get to a rank and a ship like that I have, there's no point in taking all those small missions. I would love to just disappear them and then show me the top end mission. And it's just one of those things that I don't think they're really doing it to get rid of board flipping, because they never seem to really have much of a problem with that. I think what it is the game performance, and maybe they have other plans for how the mission system is going to be in the near future. They might be changing it up. And you know, one of the thoughts I had was, if they're going to be making persistent boards per commander, then they could also do custom boards per commander. That they could add some missions that only you would get. That they're completely customized towards how you play the game. And I don't know. It just seems to me that they could do like combination missions where you would, you know, maybe it was you know, I'm sure it's just fantasy land I'm thinking about it, but it would be nice that if you're going the route of having custom mission boards per commander, make them truly custom, so that
Alpha Tango. This is Federal Flight Control. Request docking if you wish to
you
land.
can really create some cool missions for yourself.
Landing permission granted. Proceed to landing pad 39er.
But for the most part, I would just I would settle for it just being much faster to load. And if they would, it would make me happy, like you said, if they increased the amount of missions available, then you could filter out. And let's say if you're like me, I'm pretty high ranked in a large ship. I don't want to see the stuff that my ship doesn't qualify for it, and I don't want to see them at all. Having the ability to filter them out. And then the other thing would be, you would think that these bigger ships would have a different type of supply and demand for them. Let me see.
Touchdown. Engines disengaged.
Last set of deliveries here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm doing some source and return missions. See, like this long delay. Oy, come on. Yeah, I agree. And then I think when you reach the top rank of military, you know, each rank you get, there should be different missions that you can't get at the previous rank. And I mean, I think they missed a huge opportunity with all of that. It would all of the ingredients are there. It's just it has not been implemented, and you know that's it's disappointing, really. All right, so let me see. So these, I'm just looking to see. Okay, so here, Fightin. I'm gonna be heading back to Fightin. Let me see how long. It's not going to where I'm going. Oh, Shirley City. I think that is where I'm going. Let me just double check. Oh no, I'm going to Panch. Yeah. Oh. I am headed to Diagonry, and I'm going to Ray Gate, and that's going to be my next stop, so I'm going to take this mission. And because it's a delivery mission, I don't have to come back here. These are always good, so I'll accept it. Another, that's nice. I'll take that. Oh no, I'm not. No, I thought it was a data delivery. Sorry, that would have been a mistake. All right, so go. So the next thing I'm gonna do, let me just pull this up real quick. Okay, so this is basically your commodity finder. So I'm going to and from Fightin, and I did robotics. That's the next thing I have to pick up, and it'll tell you. So I'm heading to Diagondry, Ray Gateway, and I'm gonna buy them. I only need, I don't know, 80. So that's where I'm heading next. And we're going to be hauling around some cargo, so the interdictions will start yet again. So let me put that off the screen. Okay.
Landing coupler disengaged. You are clear for egress.
Bit too much. Everything is pretty close, so you know there's not a lot of big jumps I'm doing, and this is all kind of in the same area. And so there's a little bit of outlay of credits for this, and the profit margin is not going to be very high. Once you start getting the higher paying missions, what we tend to do is you cherry pick them, and you get the ones that pay the most, and then you might fly a little farther for a cheaper price so that your margin is much higher, because that's where you're going to get the trade rank faster, is the higher profit margin. So, uh-oh. Wait a minute. I thought I delivered all those missions. Maybe there's... Oh, there's one here. Let me see. Boom, data delivery. Alright, yeah, that's the only one. So we're just going to Raid Gateway. So we're all good. What are any of you guys, what's your favorite way to increase your elite rank, either increase towards elite rank or increase your combat rank or trade rank and that kind of stuff? My favorite for combat, I mean, it's I like going to the conflict zones, the really hazardous ones, and just mixing it up. I think it's a little bit more challenging because the ships are higher quality, but if you bring... Sometimes what I'll do for that is that's also good for harvesting materials, depending on what you need. Make sure you put some limpets on your ship, whatever you're flying, so that you can collect whatever you destroy, because a lot of ships will drop pretty decent grade 3 and grade 4 materials, and every now and then grade 5. So I know if you're spending hours there, you get pretty efficient at picking up the good stuff, and you can make quite a bit. You can restock your semi-rare materials. Trade rank, I don't really have a preference. I mean, I think it's all particularly boring. I've never really enjoyed doing trade. It's just not my thing. So, I mean, either way, it's all kind of a slow... Sometimes it's nice. I think maybe I prefer commodity trading more than anything else. Maybe rare commodity trading. I haven't really done that. Maybe that's the next thing on my list to do, just to give it a shot. So there you go. Takes just a little bit too much thrust and then overshoot.
Contact. Dispatching ground crew. Enjoy your visit, Commander.
So, let me go to the mission board. I'll drop off this one mission. That gave me just a little bit of extra profit for making the trip. And that's, you know, I always like to do that. If you see something on the board that's just easy money, take it, bring it. We'll do gonna go here. The maximum amount of credit since it wasn't. See, I thought it was a higher payout than that. That's sad. All right, so I'm just looking for anything if it's going back to fighting, and I know I'm not gonna find it. It's a little bit too far away, and there's no real trade between the two systems. All right. So the next thing is we're going to go to the commodities market. I'm looking for robotics, I think. Let me just pull up the mission. Robotics, 40 units. That's go back. Probably be in here. Oh, and there's suit. They don't have supplies. So let me see. Robotic. There we go. And I need 40. Robotic. That's the only thing. Let me take a look. They have. They don't have. So I need reactive armor. All right. There's one. Next stop is almost reach. And I looked this stuff up earlier so that I wouldn't have to go searching around for it. Let me see. We have almost reach. This is a bit of a trek. Not too far. And we're going to go to Ralphus. Is next stop Ralphus. And again, it's it's just what you do is you look this stuff up before you start accepting emissions in the Elite Dangerous database. Find out how far away they are from you and what the profit margin is. Because again, as much as you want to gain reputation, you don't want to take money losers where you're actually taking a loss on the stuff that you buy. Typically, it's going to take 2 to 3 hours of playing just to get allied with all the factions to where you start getting good missions. And, so there is a time investment involved. So what you want to do, I think, as far as trade goes, you want to find maybe do that in 3 or 4 different systems that are winners, I guess what you would call them, that they're giving you good missions consistently. And then get allied with those, and then if you can find them, maybe if you can trade between them, that's where you really get the benefit of that. But here we go. We're just delivering more missions. And what I'm doing right now is I took a bunch of missions where I'm supplying units, reactive armor, non-lethal weapons, and a couple of other things. So, and I tried to take as many missions as I could, but after you can only take 20 is the max, and and I didn't have my cargo hold full with those 20. And I know others have said that the wing missions, the wing cargo missions, are pretty good. I haven't, for the amount of runs you have to do, even in this ship, it seems like the payout is pretty low per ton of cargo. And that's really where the money's at. You want to make sure. Well, I mean, it's two different things. It's profit per ton and how long it takes you to deliver each ton. That's. But I would hope that I could at least make 5 million credits for every 2 runs that I make. So every round trip, I guess I would call it. That's an acceptable wing mission. But if I'm making 4 round trips and only getting 1 million credits, I can do 5 times that just with commodities trading.
Be advised, docking access to this station is by permission only. Request approved. Vectoring for approach to landing pad 3-2.
And that's really what it comes down to. Time best spent. Now, on this particular goal that I have right now, which is getting that elite rank, it's more important to get the high profit margins.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
Hull integrity compromised.
Know what I hit? So the next thing is, this is HE suits I'm looking for. And I don't even know what that would be. Suits. And just a sec. Let's see how many of those I need. Another 81 units. I'm also looking for reactive armor and non-lethal weapons, natural fabric. Nothing there, no weapon. Next stop will be, if I can get it quick. Yeah. So here it is. And Seven terminal. And we're gonna pick up reactive armor and non-lethal weapons there. Hopefully they have a supply that's good enough that we're gonna have to make a second stop. So we'll see.
Ship restraints retracted. Access corridor is clear.
System looks familiar to me, but I must have been here before.
Request approved. Clear to land on pad 17.
Pad 17, very close.
Visual acquired. Heading is good.
See, did you hear that? That was somebody coming after me. For my cargo. Made it.
Scan detected.
They jumped in too late and too close to the station. Okay, so now I'm looking for reactive armor and non-lethal weapons. Just a quick look. Yeah, I took a lot of missions here for this. Give me 1 sec. All right, sorry about that. I'm back. Sometimes you get some strange things happening. Like I just had a delivery come that I wasn't expecting, so I had to answer that door. Sorry, guys. All right, so let me just quick do some math here and see how much I need. I took a bunch of missions because I have tons of cargo space. All right, so I need 438 tons of reactive armor. So let's. Oh, and let me do my non-lethal weapon now too. Well, 38. Take a look at how many I need, because I'm sure I'm gonna have to come back. So it's non-lethal. I don't. All right, so 123 of those. All right, so we'll get the reactive armor first. Hopefully they have enough here. We shall see. Active armor. All right, they have plenty. I'm gonna buy 438 tons. This should rank me up pretty well once we get back. Come on. Watch. 38 tons purchased. And I need 123 tons of non-lethal weapons, I think that's what weapons it is. Three of these. Is. Alright, I still have cargo space, so that's good. Now it says natural fabrics. I thought I had a mission where I had to get natural fabric. Did I not take it? Guess I didn't take it. Oh, that's right. I tried to take it, but I had too many missions. So, all right, very good. We're gonna hit this now. So, go back to. I have everything that I need. So I'm gonna go to the galaxy map. We gotta head back to Fightin. Is, and I'm going to reset tension. Because that's going to be my new trade home for now. Time to make it back to Fightin. Turn in these missions, collect what little profit there is to be had, but hopefully I'll see a decent increase in faction alignment.
Ship restraints retracted. Follow the greens on your way out.
Yeah, they will. Well, you know what? They may... See, this is what I'm thinking, because how they're not really disabling board flipping. Primarily, what they're doing is they're moving the mission system to its own set of servers, so it'll run separately from the other game servers. So it'll have its own persistency, I guess is what you would call it, per pilot, per commander. So I'm thinking that they could, you know, and the reason they capped them anyways, because remember they had that brief period where they had massive amounts of missions, and then it basically caused the mission boards to grind to a halt. They just wouldn't load, or you know, they would time out and all that stuff. So then they capped them again. I don't think they really need to cap the missions so much as or uncap them. If they would just filter them based on rank, so that, you know, there's no elite player that is going to want to have you know, the bottom ranked missions. They're just not going to take them. So they should just not. Elite players should get the same amount of missions, but they should all be elite. And or maybe within 2 ranks of where you're at. And what I'm thinking is It would be nice though to see a big increase in the amount of missions, and it wouldn't even necessarily have to be an increase in the amount. If you filtered out all the crap missions, the lower rank missions, and then replaced them with ones that were near your rank, I wouldn't have to board flip nearly as much because the missions would be decent paying. They would be, you know, I'm not gonna, just like if I'm, you know, I have 20 years experience and in my field and I'm at the top of my game, there's no way I'm gonna go looking for an entry-level job. You know what I mean? You're not even gonna look at it. And it's the same thing on these mission boards. You wouldn't even look at that stuff. There's a lot of different ways they could optimize things, but I don't think they're interested. Let me see if I can. Get away from that. There we go. Boy, I'm just not able to line this up. Almost. Oh, he's almost got me. Uh-oh. I gotta throttle down. He's gonna get me. Come on. I forgot this ship handles like a pig, and you just cannot get away. If I can get there without... I'm just trying to keep him... Ah, there we go. Throttle down. Off we go. Good to have a quick ship, but you know, they find me so quick when I. Think we might actually. I might actually make it this time. Interdictions. You know what? The other thing is. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do it is put some weapons on this and a shield, lower my cargo capacity because I'm not gonna fill it, and then just this ship is I have engineered weapons. I could completely destroy it, any NPC that comes at me. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'll make a slight diversion. Come on, it's not. Oh, come on. It wouldn't. Oh, God, I hate this. I frickin' hate this. I was right there. It would not let me drop out of Super Cruise. And it's actually a lot more satisfying when someone tries to steal your cargo and you destroy them in like 10 seconds. Now let's see if I can actually get there this time. I mean, I was right there, and the interdiction wouldn't let me jump out. There we go.
Go to my Papa Alpha Tango. This is flight control. Please note that access to the station is by authorization only. Landing permitted. Adjust heading for approach to pad 02.
So I'm gonna take a look and see what kind of a profit, or not so much profit, but what kind of rank I achieved doing these missions. It should put me pretty close to halfway there for at least 2 or 3 of the factions. There were a couple of factions that I really didn't have. There were no missions for, so.
Landing complete. Clear to disembark. Enjoy your visit, Commander.
Hopefully my math is correct and I don't have to do another run, but we want reputation. Go. Rep. HE suits. Reputation yet again. Good, we're getting there. Take the credits. So it's all, I'm just going for the rep. Sure. And I wish that it would just, there was a quicker way to do this. But unfortunately, nope. So all of those are turned in. There we go. Got lots more to turn in. Just they're not giving not a lot of high rep missions either. So you're not getting a lot of reputation for what you're doing. Ah, there, see that one, a +4. Ah, that one almost took me up half of a grade there. Very nice. Do I have any more missions? I turned them all in. So let me just check real quick. Ah, there you go, and I got my. So what I'm thinking of doing now, because I have the space to do it, is I'm gonna head back to Diagondry, and I'm gonna put the shields on this thing, and then I'm gonna put some weapons on it. And if anybody has the guts to pull me out of Super Cruise, well, then they're just gonna pay the price. I keep a very tight schedule, and this stuff. I don't like being bothered.
Ship restraints withdrawn. Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Got a hit.
Hull integrity compromised.
That hurt.
Taking damage.
Ow. I don't know what happened there, man. Completely lost control of my ship. Yeah, time to put some shields on. I'm not feeling very good about my flying skills. Hey there, Null Nullnix, how you doing? Nice to see you. Good to know. Good to know. Other than the fact that I can't fly straight, I'm doing all right. Ah, VR. It's lovely. I can't do it when I stream, or when I'm doing things that require too much keyboard, but if I'm doing combat or just flying back around, yeah, I don't either. But who knows? The holiday season is coming, and I may just upgrade my system. It's been a few. You know, that's the thing. My system's quite a few years old, so I actually need an upgrade just to keep up with most of the games I play. But Money. There's no money. And those ridiculous new, the new generation of the video cards, those 2080s. Oh my gosh. Ridiculously expensive at the moment. Yeah, I know. That's what I want, but I don't know if I can afford it. I might have to. I have a 980, and I might have to just stick with that for a while. But I skip a generation, and you can usually squeeze out a little bit more. They're only 700. I don't know, man. I was looking. They were over 1,100 bucks the last time I looked. Yeah, I got a good deal on. I got a 980 a little bit after they were released, and it's like, you know, it really stings to buy those things, so I have to make them last a couple of years. But it was a huge jump for me. Before I got the 980, I had a 670, so that was a huge jump in performance. Oh man, I don't know. I'm looking at. I didn't get any pre-order mail, but geez, the prices here in the United States, I think, $1,200 bucks, $1,200. I think is the cheap end. Yeah, I know. It's like all the costs of everything go up, 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 up. It's like I am not made out of money. I work a lot and I don't make a lot. That's all right. It gives me a goal to save my money. But yes, on my wish list, I would like to upgrade. No politics, please. Thank you. I'm not a big fan of the political arena, and this is where I come to escape all of that. It brings me down to talk politics. So don't bring me down, man. Don't bring me down. All right. So no, it's all right. Don't worry about it. It's on everybody's mind. But this is my escape from all of that. And hopefully I can give you a few minutes where you can think about something else other than how crazy the world is right now. So we're at Ray Gateway. I'm going to outfitting. And what I'm going to do is optional internal. I'm going to put in a shield generator, but nothing too big. Let me see what I have first of all. I should have a. You know what? I will. Do a. I really don't want to throw an 8A shield generator in, but since I'm in a fighty kind of mood, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I have. Go all the way down there. 8A shield generator. Oh wait, there's a 6A prismatic. That might work. Let me see. LHS 142. Ah, that's a good place to go. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my 6A prismatic. Put it right here. Ah, so where did you have a home base before that, or did you have one and switch to something new? Excuse me. Ah, okay. What made you decide to switch? Ah. I haven't done a lot of power play. I've done a little bit, but it really didn't get me too... I wasn't too excited about it, I guess. Transfer. I'm looking for my 8A power plant. Well, 8B. Yeah, I'll do the... Oh my gosh. No, you know what? I know when I reset, I just buy another account because I just can't part with the accounts that I've built up. That takes some guts. So I've got my core and optional internal. Let me see. Utility mounts, I think I've got a couple of heat sink launchers. That's all I really... let me see. Optional... You know, let me see. I think I have some stuff that I can transfer to... What, you were stuck in a system? Is that... You were just stuck there? You couldn't... Would you lose your ship without a rebuy? Is that what happened? Yeah, that's awful. Yeah, there's a lot of well, why couldn't you get out of the detention center? I don't understand. Oh, did you have what is it called? Notoriety or whatever? Oh, that sucks. Well, what do you mean? You all your modules were gone? That doesn't make any sense. Were you in there for murder, or was it like a lesser crime? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I've never heard of that happening. I think that's a glitch, man. Whenever I've been thrown into a detention center, I've had my ship has always been well, every time I've been in yeah, so you were in for murder, but I guess I've never been in for murdering anybody. No, I have been. But you know what? You should be able to, if you had enough for a rebuy, what you should have done is just launch off of the detention center and then self-destruct your ship, because then all your crimes are forgiven. Oh, you got destroyed. Huh. Yeah, that makes no sense. But yeah, then you were too far away to jump. What Wow. Well, you got to hand it to Frontier. They went all out on that crime and punishment crap. All right, so I don't have any shield boosters, so I'm going to put some boosters on. I'm just going to buy some. Oh, they don't have any A boosters, so I'm not going to waste them. Yeah. Oh, you know what? If you got destroyed, what you did was you didn't rebuy your... Yeah, I don't... You probably clicked on the wrong box when you were rebuying your ship. That's the only thing I can think of, is that it puts you in a detention center with a stock ship. It gives you an option. You can either buy your ship, or you can opt for a default ship. And you probably just ticked the wrong box. That's all I can think of how you would do that. And then, yeah, then it gives you just a stock ship with nothing in it. I would see why I'd be really ticked off about that. Oh my gosh. I'm always really nervous on the rebuy screen, and so I always make sure. Well, you should definitely file a ticket then, because it sounds like the game glitched you out of your ship. All right, so let me see. I've got back. Go to these huge. I got a huge hard point. Let me transfer some here. What do I got? Got a 4. A gimbaled beam laser. There we go. Engineered. Comfy Sidewinder. There you go. All right. So now I've got these large hard points I need to fill. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut down my jump range and transfer some of my weapons. These are 3s. Got these plasma chargers. That's true. Alright, so I've got some engineered plasma accelerators. Let me see. Oh, there. Modification. Oh, efficient. So there you go. You're making progress already. Plasma accelerators. Now we're going to go on the mediums. I'm going to... That really moves a bit there. Damn it. transfer. They are. All right, so now I have weapons. So anybody comes at me, I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna have to do something about. Oh, so you know what I'm gonna do is I have a B rated power. B. British ship. That'll solve my power. There we go. Lots of power now.
Shields online.
All right. Now, let me see. We're going to go. That'll be 1. I'll do 2. Right, so. Let's see. Should actually bind these two. All right. All good. Back to fighting. Pick up some more missions. That'll work for me. So now, no more running from pirates. I'm gonna fight those dogs. Top speed's still good and high. I'm not, yeah, I'm tired of running. Like, man, I got weapons. I don't need to maximize my cargo. I can, and you know, that's always fun too. Oh yeah, hey. Enjoy your VR. Yeah, that's pretty cool that you can watch it in VR. You put it right up on the screen. Fly safe, Commander. Yeah, I know. That's one of the reasons why I don't do the VR thing while I'm streaming. Well, there's a couple of reasons. One is I don't think my machine could really handle it. Yeah, voice attack is a lot of fun. I use some of the HCS voice packs. I typically don't use them when I stream, just because it gets a little complicated. Talking to viewers, talking to my computer talking to me, and I find that it was a bit much, but way fun to do when you're just playing on your own. Interesting. So do you do that in what is it, EDDI? You script all that, or
Scan detected.
or you just use voice attack? Yeah, it's a pretty powerful system. I quite enjoy it. I used to do a lot more scripting, but I've gotten away from it recently, and I'm not sure why. Just I think because I'm just trying a bunch of new things in the game, and rather than developing automated script for it, I'm just doing it. All right, so we're going back to the commodities market, and oh no, going to the mission. That's what I want. So we'll take a look at what missions we have available, and there. I don't think. Hey. Reactive armor. We know. I'm gonna take a bunch. I think I'm gonna do these reactive armor missions. These seem to be. See if I can stack up a bunch of those, because I know where to get it. Oh no, we're not gonna take this. It's a planetary landing. It's a piece. weapons. See, this is all coming from the same place. Bad. Some better payout missions now. Slightly better. Okay. So I've got half of my mission. So what I'm going to do is reload the board here. This is something we won't be able to do very soon. Well, the missions I got are that's all I'll get. Open, see if we get a new board, and see if I can't pick up. And I'm just going to go for those reactive armor missions and non-lethal. Because that's just the one jump. Yeah. That's a name. Good one. Failed today. That's a. I can do that in one run. So I'll add it. Got higher paying missions here. There. Yeah, right. Good. Back. So we've got all 20 missions, not bad. And I'm just jumping back to Ray Gateway. And on the way back, if we have if I run into any trouble, I'm gonna drop in and I'm gonna fight. We'll see how we do. I haven't fought in this ship, so I have no idea.
Detach confirmed. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
Time to make it to wherever we're going here. It's Ray Gateway in Diagondry, which is my home system, by the way. That's where I transferred everything to, and I've been pretty happy with it so far. That's one of the things that I hadn't done in this game at all. I pretty much had ships strewn all over the galaxy, wherever I happened to switch ships or buy something new. And it really it made it kind of difficult to upgrade ships, and everything was all spread out all over the place. So that was one of the things that I decided to do in the past month. After playing the game for about 4 years, well, maybe I should pick a home system and consolidate everything into one place. And so I did. And I've been playing that way over a month, I think a month now. We're pretty close to it. And it just is a lot more convenient to have a place to jump back to, and where I know all my ships are there, all my modules that are stored are right at that one place. It just makes the game a little bit more convenient, and then it's just a matter of, you know, I picked a spot that the base that I'm on sells a lot of ships and modules, and if it doesn't have them here, it's one jump away, but it's all discounted stuff, so it's that 15% discount. So I save on credit, and that's to me, that was a big consideration. Especially with how much time I spend earning credits in order to buy things. Why spend more money than you have to? Alright, so perfectly lined up.
Comms link established. Please approach the station at a safe speed and give way to larger vessels, Commander. Access granted. Adjust heading for approach to pad 02.
That is, you know, a place that you can go back to. Familiarity. There's something about it. You feel a little bit more anchored to a place. And I don't know, I like knowing where all my stuff is. And instead of having to go dig around for it all the time. Oh, you know, looking in, look, where are my ships? I know where all my ships are.
Scan detected.
So now it's time to.
Landing successful.
I'm basically, I think what I'm going to end up doing right
Enjoy
now
your
is
visit, Commander.
reactive armor I need. I'm just going to load up on this stuff because I'm going to make a couple of runs here. Like 400. Yeah. Oh, they don't have it. What the heck? They had some the last time I was here. Uh-oh. So, now what I'm going to do is I picked up all of this stuff, so now I know where I'm at. Be a Gondry here. Looking for... Oh, I know. I got to go to... Reactive armor. Should be. Alright. Set term. That's where I need to go. They have 1,000, and that's that should be enough. And then the other thing was non-lethal weapons. I think it's the same. Here, I can buy much cheaper at Loot City, and that's not. So, yeah, that's the Wolf 110. They have a high supply reactive. And, oh, you know, look at that though. That's all right. I'll do it for the profit. And non-lethal weapons. I can get those there. They're pretty good price. So yeah, I'll make quite a bit more. I'll make probably the profit margin over. Well, the cost is a lot less, so my profit will be higher. All right, we'll do it. So it's Loot City is where we're headed. Wolf one. It is. That's gonna be a long haul. But we'll get there. I got nothing better to do. I'm hauling cargo. Just get that off my screen. Back to the game. Jumps. Not a biggie. I was doing those single hop routes a couple of days ago, and I went from, I don't know what the entrepreneur or whatever it is, to Tycoon in a day. Okay, so now it's put it in high gear and wait about 5 minutes. It's gonna be about 10 minutes. Super cruise it. I bet if I looked around, I could have found something that didn't take quite as long to get to, but every now and then, yeah, I like to do something out of my ordinary. And this gave me a better price. And since what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to work toward that elite trade rank, profit margin is really the key. The higher the margin, the more profits you make per ton, the faster you get to that rank. All right, so, and just doing those piddly little missions that I've been working on, I went up another % in trade rank. So yes, it definitely isn't moving very quickly right now, but the goal is to get to allied with all the factions and fighting, and then start. I've already seen the payouts have more than doubled since I started. For most missions, they were under, averaging 100 to 200,000, 250,000. Yeah, it is the fastest rank way, but it's mentally it's difficult to grind through it. Yeah, I did it was like 10% in 2 hours in Tycoon, doing single hop route, and and I was averaging per run about 5 million profit per loop. So it would be, I would do like 3.5 million one way, and then the other 1.5 million coming back. So, but pretty much that would be the max. Would be like 5 million per loop. I'd say average 3.5 to 4 million per loop, and it's good. I mean, it's good money. But oh man, I did it for a few days. I'm like, even though this isn't as fast, it's giving me something else to do, and it's not the kind of like mindless back and forth. But yeah, I haven't found anything in trade that pays better than those single hop route, and it's typically the outbreak systems where you're delivering medicines one way. Oh, coming up on lunchtime here, so I'm gonna probably just finish this run, get my cargo and deliver it, and I think that's gonna do it for me for today. But I might be back on later tonight. I've been playing a little bit of PUBG and a little bit of Insurgency Sandstorm. They just updated the beta again, and they made the bots a lot harder to fight against, which is that's a good thing. It makes the game more challenging, and they fixed a lot of the issues with optimizing the game. But it's a lot of fun. I have a ton. Already evening where you're at, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm just finishing up my morning here, getting ready to eat, and then for evening for me in about 5 or 6 hours, after I get my I have some other work that I have to do today. Yes, you live in the future. Time travel is real. Then I'll get back to I think I'll do probably a short stream, maybe just 1 hour tonight, but playing some shooters. I enjoy that too. That's a totally different type of stream. I find that I can't talk very much when I play those games, at least while I'm playing. In between rounds, after I die, I'm a little more chatty, but not so much during the combat. And in PUBG, you have to really pay attention to the sound effects. You have to listen for the opponents. You have to hear their footsteps. It tells you how close they are, what direction they're going, all that good stuff. Same thing in Insurgency. The gunfire is important, the directional. So I'm usually a lot more quiet when I play that game, and so it's not quite as interactive. I don't have quite as much fun with you guys, but it's a whole different experience, and it's fun to watch. I mean, I enjoy watching people play that when they get down right to the end. And a couple of times in PUBG, the last couple of weeks, I've improved a little bit, so I'm getting closer to the end, making the top 5 at the end, and it's a lot more stressful. So if you want to watch me freak out and stress out a little bit, that's always fun to watch. I lose my shit sometimes. It's very crazy. It's the only one you play. Oh my gosh, I play a ton of games. I play Elite a lot because it just offers so much. You can do combat, you can play against other players, or you can just mellow out. You know, I can sit, have a glass of wine, and haul cargo, listen to music, watch a video, whatever, while I'm playing. And I don't know, it's pretty fun. I have to say, I enjoy pretty much doing all of this. So you've been gaming a long time. You're not a youngin' either. I'm Magic is gone. Well, I don't know. I don't find that I have magic for games. There are games that I've gotten bored with over the years, and I won't play them for a long time. But then I fire it back up and play it. The other day I got an emulator so I could play the original Quake again, because it won't run on modern Windows computers. So I basically what I didn't, I built my own. I did a Windows 95 virtual machine on my computer, and I played Quake off of the original CD that I had from the 90s. It was quite fun. My son, who's I'm 48, so getting close, a little bit younger than you. My son, who's he's 10 years old this year, he played Quake with me. He liked it. He thought it was really fun. He goes, "Wow, they don't make games like this." He kind of laughed at the graphics, but yes, the old Commodore 64. That was the first computer I bought with my own money. And I had a tape drive, but I saved up my money, and I bought a 1541 floppy drive. And I remember the day I bought Elite, the original Elite. And you know what is also, I don't have my Commodore 64. When I moved out, when I went to college, my brothers, my two younger brothers, claimed all of my stuff, and they have all the old computer hardware now. But heck yeah, I mean Commodore, that was I learned how to program on that. That was Apple IIc. Now we're talking. All right. Yes. A bygone era for sure. But I loved that Commodore 64. It was one. I mean, it's just an amazing machine. Just you could do so much with so little. Yeah, I mean, I look at the power in our cell phones now. Yeah. But I mean, it was endlessly entertaining. I remember learning how to make music with the SID chip on that thing, and then I remember making basic programs that would play music. I mean, it was a ton of fun. And my brother and I got into a ton of trouble with we got a modem. It was right around the time that War Games came out, that movie, and we were like, oh, we need to do this stuff. And yeah, we got ourselves into trouble. Yes, I know. Everything is very sci-fi now. The stuff that was far-fetched even in movies back when we were kids is now the reality of what we have. I mean, yes, what a movie. One of my favorites. Got me into so much trouble. It was like, oh, I want to do that. My parents took my computer away from me for about 6 months. Because I was doing things that were, I don't know, borderline illegal. Could have got me into some trouble. And, because that's what teenagers do and preteens do. You get into trouble. You do stuff that you're not supposed to do. And, but boy, my parents, they were on the ball. They saw I was going down a wrong road. And, took my computer away from me. Grounded me. I couldn't leave the house. Yeah, I know. It was a different world back then. Meanwhile, we were just nerds. Yeah, you had a 12. I had a 300. I couldn't afford the 1200 baud. I had a 300 baud modem that I could type faster than it could transfer data. I mean, well, they were definitely fun, and I get nostalgic about it, but hell no, I don't miss it. Waiting 3 minutes for a screen full of text to load and reading it one line at a time as it came out. Nah. But it was a lot of fun. I mean, but where things have gone, I mean, The original Elite was a groundbreaking, amazing game on the Commodore 64. I played it. I loved it. But this, I mean, the modern game blows it away. I mean, and you know, and there's just no going back. You know, we can talk fondly about it, but you know, anybody younger than us is goes, oh, you just say that because you're old and slow. My kids, both of my kids, they just look at me like I'm some sort of an alien. Like, this was the worst. I had a bunch of my old tech from the 90s, my old original candy bar cell phones, and some of them still work. The old remember the Palm Pilots, the PDAs that you had the stylus with. I had a couple of those, and I let my kids look at them. They're like, they're trying to touch the screen. They're like, this touch screen doesn't work. Not a touch screen. Like, what? Alright, so we're almost to Clute City. So I'm just throttling back just a little bit so I don't overshoot the target. Yeah, I think it was 97 or 98 for me as well when I bought my first one. And it was with a company that doesn't even exist anymore. The cell phone company. It became T-Mobile, but back then it was Voice Stream Wireless, I think, was the name of it. Got bought by T-Mobile, I think. Yeah, my first phone was a Nokia as well. I mean, they don't even make phones anymore, do they? I don't know. They were like the big phone company, and they just did not follow the trends. Yeah, you had to buy your minutes, and you know, they didn't have any of these unlimited things. I had barely any minutes on the thing, and if you went over, they just raked you over the coals.
You are now in Federation space. Be advised.
Those were the days.
This station is by permission only.
And coverage was terrible.
Assigned to landing pad 24.
I live in Arizona, in Phoenix, and if you went outside of the city, you wouldn't get a signal. You couldn't go to any of the. And 24. Yeah, you know, when my kids were born, I took the batteries out, and I would just let them play with the old cell phones. And they're completely destroyed now. So here's the commodities market. We've flown an awfully long way. And I think I'm looking for reactive armor. Yeah, that's what I'm going to get. And then just going to top up on the reactive. Uh-oh. Oh, they better have it. They don't have it. Well, there you go. Let me see. I got married. I've been married a long time. I'm still married. Same person. Let's say 25 years ago. Maybe 26 years ago. Hopefully she's not watching. She'll be irritated. But that's the kind of stuff, you know, after 20 years, you're allowed to look it up. Right. All right. So I went all this way. And they don't have it. So I am too hungry to care at this point. So I'm going to stop my stream. Well, my entire career is computers. So I just somehow made it work. And you know, I do live streaming, and you know, my wife's been with me long enough. She does her own thing. I do my own thing. But we we have you know, just a good solid family, and she just lets me do my thing. That's just the way it goes. But that's gonna do it for me today. I am disappointed that I came all this way and they don't have what I need. So that's the one thing you have to be aware about with Elite Dangerous Database. Sometimes the data is wrong. Or what happens is sometimes the background, whatever they call it, background simulation, it updates and things change. And so on your way out there, the market changes, the board resets, and they don't have what you just searched for. So so I just got burned by Elite Dangerous Database right now. So I'm gonna go make myself some lunch and pick up right where I left off tomorrow. I think I'll do some more of these missions. I should be allied with all the factions by that point, so we'll get to see what kind of rank I can grind up from there. So hopefully it'll move a little quicker than today, and you know, it won't be so much trouble. I will probably be streaming again this evening. I would say my local time here is probably like 6:30 p.m. is when I'll be doing that. That's Pacific time, so that's I think it's GMT -7. So anyways, that's if you want to check me out. I know you'll probably be sleeping because it's late by you, but anybody else watching, come on by. I'll be streaming again, and then back on tomorrow, Elite Dangerous again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will be back soon. Have